so to jump right into the first Catfish Blues riff, you're going to want to tune your guitar half step down. So instead of standard, you go to E flat tuning. So every string half step down, and then you get an E like this. Okay, so to start it out, you're going to do these muted strums, which you just rest your fingers lightly on the guitar. Okay, so it's down, down, down. Okay. That's the first part. So you're going to hit the open D, and then with your ring finger, you're going to hit the 3rd fret on the low E string. And then you do a trill on the D string on the 2nd fret. I use my ring finger, but you can use your pointer. Pretty much you just hit it open, and then you're doing like a hammer-on pull-off really fast. 2nd fret on the D string. Okay. Okay, so right after you do that trill, you're gonna do an up strum and hit the open high E and B. And then you're gonna do this, which is, I'm using my middle finger on the 2nd fret on the G string, and I got my pointer finger behind it to help give it a little bit of a bend. So on the G string I got my 1st fret with my pointer and 2nd fret with my middle finger, and you're gonna do just, you're gonna bend up, bend back down, and then land on the D string on the 2nd fret. And it's really fast. Okay, so all together, so far it sounds like this. Okay, so you're gonna do that riff 4 times to start out. Okay, so that brings us into the next part. So right after you finish that last time on the 4th one, you still do those muted strums. 1, 2, 3, and then you go in, you're gonna slide into the 7th fret on the low E string. So it's slide into 7, and then 5th fret A, 7th fret A, 5th fret D, back to the 7th fret A. And I give it a little bit of a vibrato. Then you do the same muted strums again. That's the next part. So you're gonna, on the low E string, it's just a hammer on from the 5th to the 7th. Do 3 hammer-ons, and then you just hit the 5th on the low E and slide down. So I'm gonna try to put that part into context for you. Alright, so after you slide down on that low E, you're going to do an up strum again on the high E and B string. And then same thing, same riff. Okay, and then the second time I go and do this, I mean, you can kind of do it any way you want, but you could make up your own riffs if you want, but the second way that I do it, at least, I'm going to slide back into that again. But I'm going to land on the D string on the 7th instead of the A string 7th. So it's still give it some vibrato. Alright, so after that, this first part, do those muted strums, then I do kind of like a rake down and hammer on from the 5th to the 7th on the G string. And then 5th fret D, 7th fret D, and then slide down. So after you slide that down on the 7th fret on the D, you do the same thing, the open high E and B on an up strum, and then that finishing lick, and then same strums again. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That's the first breakdown of the Catfish Blues riff that I'm doing, but I have 2 separate videos of 2 different ways to play it also. So be sure to check those out, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. There's going to be more lessons coming soon, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.